which bail I was blocking that time.
Well, only you know, General, because these are your words.
Yeah, but-
Remember, he was rearrested in September 2024, Mr. Tau, for violating his bail conditions.
Yeah, I didn't know. But remember me, I'm telling you, I was telling him about the gossip which I had to say, this is said about me.
Okay. Chair, you take the agenda.
Let's adjourn and resume at 11:30.
Thank you,
Yes,
Chair.
it's, Sigel Ncube.
General, switch on your microphones. Thank you. General, unless the commissioners have questions on Brigadier Nkwashu, I want to move on to the next topic in the phone call, which is your reference to the group of 5 on page 66 of file 4. Are you there?
Yes, yes, Advocate.
Just 3 lines above line 20. You say, yes, no, you see those people, they like drama because this guy was the same group with Mswazi. And we know by this guy you were referring to Mr. Katiso Molefe, correct?
Yes.
And then you next speak, you say, yes, him, I am sure they are 5. They are a group of, they are 5, they were 5. They are having other companies together also, or mining rights together, right? Now, can I just ask you, when I had put witness A's version about this to you, you had denied that you had said anything about a group of 5. Do you recall that? When I asked you in your evidence in chief, can I just read from the record? And maybe we can display it.
What was the question?
Just a moment. You want to address the chair?
No, I'll wait. I wanted to ask what was the question. I was responding to a question when I denied.
Okay.
So that's why I was saying what was the question, but I will wait.
Okay. I saw you looking at the chair as if you want to address the chair.
No, I thought maybe it is on the screen, the question will be appearing.
Yes, I'm
My
just trying
apologies.
to display it. Because the transcripts seem to be 2 different. Okay. So it will come on the display, General. I was reading from so you'll see, I'll put it on. It says there after line 20 on the transcript, can you see? Okay, then 94, during the call, General Shibiri told me that Molefe was part of a group of 5 individuals with interest in mining. And then in the Northwest Province, and that one of these groups belongs to a group of, and then the name is given. And then I asked you, and you say, no, I deny all of those. Do you see?
Yes.
And I even asked you about, you also said another guy is a Zulu guy called Zay, who stays in Sandton, who I understood to be Zay Ngomalo. He said Zay is close to Julius Malema, who is close to General Sibiri, and you said you deny all of those.
Yes.
Now, do you want to just comment on that denial in light of the transcript of the call?
Yeah. I think I was referring to my statement where I think the question, when referring to the five, the group of five, it had another thing again. I don't know if it was indicating cartel or something.
Yeah.
That is what I deny. I never talked about a cartel. I said the person arrested, he was involved with a group of five and they having business interest when we were talking on the phone, and I also testified now. So my denial was about that one. And then when coming to the issue of Ze, I indicated somebody called Ze, and all, but I never said Ngumal. So when you put a surname is something else because I don't know. And this, remember I'm talking about information of which I don't even know who's there. And I indicated in my statement that when I was asked the relation of Ze and General and Mr. Malema, to say, I was once in the office of the General. There were a female and a Chinese guy who came to report about a case of vandalism at the mine in Northern Cape, and he indicated his business partner with Zegna. And that is when I heard the name in that office. So suggesting that they might be knowing it, he might be knowing him because they came to his office to report. And Mr. Malema, I indicated that yes, sometimes he sent me to attend to certain cases and said he received a call from Mr. Malema. So it was from those bases.
No, General. I put to you witness A's version in his statement. I had put to you his version of what transpired in the telephone call. And you then, I said to you, let's go through what you confirm and what you deny.
Yes.
And I read that out to you and you denied all of it. You said, yes, I deny all of those.
And I'm giving my reasons why I denied. If you added something on top of Z, then I deny. And if you added something, what was the question? That is what I was asking.
Put it back on the screen, the part that Advocate Ngube is referring to, then General can respond. I think you've moved on now. It's no longer on the screen. Sorry to interrupt you, General. You misunderstood the question. So I wanted them to put it back on the screen so that you can know what they're asking you.
And whilst you are doing what... Let's hope it will be quick.
Here we go. It seems to be working now.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
I was saying, whilst you are looking for the transcript again, or is it there already? But let me say what I want to say. We should spell people's names or even names of places. Because looking at this, for example, the Z-A-Y, when the name is Z-E-E, and there was also a strange looking surname there. We should spell people's names, and if it's a witness speaking, we should ask the witness to spell the name as well.
Will do, Chair.
Thank you, thank you.
General, we'll just put it up again so you'll see there. Look at the screen, General. You'll see after line 20, I say, okay, then 94. 94 is a reference to paragraph 94 of witness A's statement. I am putting to you what witness A said during that call. And in that call, he refers to a group of 5 individuals that you had told him about, which included Mr. Molefe. And then I also said to you that he had told you about, you told him about another guy, which is a tall Zulu guy that lives in Santon, Zay, Z-E, for the transcript, and his surname. There was no surname.
Of course, once a name has been mentioned, we'll trust the transcriber to remember that we won't be spelling every time a name is mentioned.
Indeed, Chair.
Thank you.
Do you recall that, General? And then I asked you and you said, no, I deny all of those. So now you've seen the transcript of the recording. I am asking you whether you are still sticking to that denial. You want to clarify the denial, and then we can address what you meant in the call.
Yeah, I remember, and I even indicated that, because on my statement I said I can't recall, and I gave the reason why I indicated that, and I even asked if I recall, must I mention these names here and whatsoever. But today I did indicate that I agree with the statement to say, yes, I informed you, I shared information with him to say, the same person, I got information that he was working with somebody, and they were a group of 5, and they are having even mining rights, yes.
Okay, now if we then go back to the transcript of the call, the recording of the call, you can go to file 4, page 66.
66.
Yeah, 66. And we are at line 21, where it says, yes, him, I am sure they are 5. They are a group of, they were 5. They are having other companies together also, or mining rights together. Now, this group of 5, you say they are having other companies together also, or mining rights together. So it seems to me like you are saying, in addition to the companies or the mining rights that they have, there's another reason why you are referring to them as a group of 5, because you say having other companies together also. So what is the primary reason that you are referring to them as a group of 5? It can't just be because they have companies together.
I'm saying they were a group of 5 partners, according to information, and that is what I said even today, to say information I got that the arrested person, he was belonging to the group of the deceased, and they were about 5, they are having also companies. That is what I indicated.
Oh, they all originate from the deceased Mr. Mswazi, the 5.
That is what I said, yes.
Okay. And there's the Mr. Mswazi's name is mentioned, and we know that there's Mr. Molefe, and then there's a name that you don't mention. That's fine. Who are the other 2?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yes.
Okay.
How do you know there are 5 if you don't know about the other 2?
Commissioner, that is what I was told, that there were 5. And then I happened to know the other
Told by whom?
3 names which I were informed.
Told by whom?
By a source. Remember I said after, I remember even before, the source indicated to me that they arrested 3. They previously worked for Mr. Mswazi and as contract killers. And later on, when we were discussing after the arrest of Mnifa, I indicated to him, I got further information that this person was working with Mswazi and the other people, and they were also involved in mine. That is what I indicated. And I indicated those names that name which I was informed. Then other names which I'm not informed, I don't know.
The 2 names that you mentioned in the same transcript, Joe on 68 and Zay on 67, are they part of the 5?
No, that was something else. Remember, I indicated to say after the decease of Mswazi, my understanding is Joe took over as leading at the industry. And I was saying, I was regarding the whole fight is about taxi violence and so forth. That is where I mentioned that name. I said now there are people who are also there in the taxis now venturing on the
How do you know they're not part of the group of five if you don't know who the group of five is, according to you?
because I was not, that information which was shared to me, they were not mentioned. And I just indicated to say them. I indicated he is known to the two gentlemen, and I indicated the reason why I said they are known to him, to the general.
But General, what you're being asked is, you say there are five, and your language, I'm trying to see, you say, I am sure there are five. So you say five, and then you mention two names here in the next sentences. You mentioned the two names, Swazi and that other name, and then you say, and others, you see. Now, when you are asked about whether Joe is part of the five, and the same as Zay, whether they are part of the five, you say no.
Yes.
And what Ms. Sigals Nube is asking is, but if you say you don't know who are the other members of the group, what you call the group of five, if you don't know who the others are, how are you firmly saying Joe is not part of them? Zay is not part of them, because if you say that, if you answer that way, it suggests that you know who are the other members of the group of five.
Commissioner, I'm sure even the journalists in here, they know the rivalry between Joe and Mswazi, so they cannot be one belonging to that. And in the context of what I was sharing information regarding Joe, it was something else. And there by the five, already we know who's the three, and then the only ones which we don't know is the two. But again, I'm saying, everybody knows that there was a rivalry between Joe and Mswazi, then they cannot be the same group having same company together. So that is why I'm sure of that.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't know that Joe, there's rivalry with Mswazi. I didn't know that, maybe because I don't operate in that world. Now you've provided an explanation why Joe is not part of the five. That's the explanation you have given.
Yeah.
Why do you say Zay? And Zay, because you do mention him in another context. I accept
Yes.
that you mention him in a particular context here. But the question was, how do you know Zay is not part of the group of five? If you say, I don't know who the other two members of the group of five are, Joe, you know, you've explained why you say he cannot be. What about Zay, that you happen to mention in another context?
Because it was not mentioned, he was not mentioned in that information I got.
Okay,
Yes.
that's fine. That's sufficient for me, General.
No, and just to clarify, you mentioned him in this context, because if you look at where you mention Mswazi, I will skip the other name, and then you say, and others you see. And then witness A says, yes, because even to me, he said that he has interest in mining. You say, yes, somewhere in Rustenburg and Brits there. And then, yes, he mentioned that. Then you say, yes, there is this other guy, his name is Zay, who's staying in Senton. So you don't change context. You don't move from group of five to other people. You're still discussing mining, specifically mining interest in Rustenburg and Brits. and then witness A says, yes, yes, you mentioned that, he mentioned that. Then you say, yes, there is this other guy, say. So you're not talking about taxes here, you're still talking about the mining interest.
About mining interest,
Yes.
yes. And I've indicated that there was once people came to the office who indicated they were having mines with him in Kimberley and complaining to the National Commissioner and mentioned his, not Deputy National Commissioner, and mentioned his name.
You've promoted him already.
No.
No, finish your answer.
Yeah, no, I said, excuse me. And then they mentioned that they were partners with him, hence it was on that issue of mines.
Yes.
Yeah, and I indicated also that he's close to, they say he's close to Mr. Malema, and also the Deputy National Commissioner is also close to Malema, because now and then he reports to him certain cases which he tasked me. So it was in that context.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. General, are you aware that General Dumisani Kumalo gave evidence that one of the group of 5 is Mr. Matlala? One of the members is Mr. Matlala?
That's correct.
Okay. Do you know whether Mr. Matlala is one of the 5?
Now, what I know he was a security for the late, not part of the 5.
You know
I don't know. But I know he was providing security for the late Mswazi.
So you knew that Mr. Matlala is somebody that originates from the late Mswazi?
No. I know he provided service to Mr. Mswazi.
Linked to Mr. Okay, so he has a link to Mr. Mswazi, providing services for him.
Yes.
Okay.
Can I ask differently? Now that Mr. Mswazi passed, do you know if Mr. Matala has got any association with this group of 5?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Thank you.
And you say that Joe is not part of the 5?
Yes.
If I take you to page 67.
Before you move away, still at starting page, line 22, page 66, where we were. You say, and the evidence leader has read this, yes, him, I'm sure they are 5. They are a group of 5. They were 5. They are having other, underlying other companies together. They are having other companies together also, or mining rights together. When you use other, it seems to suggest that there's something else in addition to the other companies that you are referring to. What's the other thing that they have together?
All of them, they were known for taxi. They were owning taxis. They are owning a fleet of taxis, and they were running the Santiago and so forth, yes.
Oh, okay, all right. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. So if we go to 67, where you reference Joe, page 67, are you there?
Yes.
The last 2 lines on page 67. Do you have it?
At line?
The last 2 lines, Major General Shibiri. So, Mina, I was thinking that maybe it links to the taxis, but I said no, but these in the taxis. Do you see that?
Yes.
Just before we go on, where you say, I was thinking that maybe it links to the taxis, is the it that you're referring to the Aman Swart murder?
Yeah, I was referring to the murders happening from that particular groups. I was thinking their links is about taxi violence. now this happened, so it's another thing.
Sorry, General, when you say it links, so you're saying that it is more than just the Aman Swart murder? Or is it the Aman Swart murder?
No, after Amansat murder happened, and then this person, or Molefe, arrested, and these people who were contract murders from the taxi industry side, that is where I'm referring to, that I thought all this thing is about taxi violence, not other things.
Okay, so this is now in December 2024. So in December 2024, when you say it links, you are referring to the Aman Swart murder and other murders committed by those contract killers that were arrested for Aman Swart's murder.